Hello, hello. I am going to do this video about traveling and intermittent fasting. So you can see I'm in my car, no makeup on because it's early in the morning. I decided I brought my makeup and I would put it on in the car. What else do I have to do, right? So then the other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some tips on how to intermittent fast when you travel. First of all, get up, drink your morning water, at least 20 ounces, and drink your black coffee, and get on the road. The first and most important tip about intermittent fasting is that when you stop for gas, which you can see, we're at a gas station, right? Don't buy anything in the gas station. Maybe water. That's it. It's so... My husband just said, I'm going to get a donut. Don't buy anything in the store. Just go in, go to the bathroom, and come out. And maybe buy a water or a mineral water. That's it. And that will help you. The other thing you do is you pack food. And I am going to be sharing in this video some of what we packed. I didn't do it perfectly this time. And the reason is because I waited and procrastinated. And so then I rushed through the store and I forgot a couple things. But I'm still going to show you what I've done to help us travel without stopping for food. And not only do you then save money, but you can stay on track with your health and fitness goals. And when you get where you're going, enjoy yourself. Pick what you're going to do. What is going to be your one indulgence? And how are you going to stay on intermittent fasting? And the easiest way to do that is to continue to skip breakfast. It's that simple. And you may not fast every day. So maybe your family's going to breakfast on Wednesday. Just don't fast Wednesday. No big deal, right? That's what's great about an intermittent fasting lifestyle. Hello, hello. So it is now noon. When I made the beginning of the video, it was, well, we got up at 6 a.m. We had black coffee and we got on the road about 7:30 a.m. And we waited until now, noon, and I mixed us up a cafe latte Shakeology with just ice and water today. As you know, I usually add some healthy fats, some collagen, and some spinach to my shake, but of course in the car, not using a blender in the car, so I'm just mixing it up this way. Now, when you travel with intermittent fasting, one of the cool things is like I got a ton of work done on this trip because I wasn't eating, which is what I used to do in the car nonstop. There was actually one time I can remember eating nonstop in the car, and I actually ended up having to pull over and throw up one time. Yeah, it was bad. But when you're bored, what do? You eat. So I've read a chapter in my book. I did a bunch of work on my computer. I played a little games on my phone. I checked in at all my sites on Facebook. I got tons done, and it is 12 o'clock and I am having my first calories in my super nutritious Shakeology. So we are actually in an hour meeting a friend in Mississippi for lunch. So we will eat again then. Normally what I would be doing was, now that I'm breaking my fast, I would be drinking my shake, and I would probably grab some raw nuts to get some healthy fats in, and like we brought some sugar snap peas. I don't know if you ever have had those. They're in the grocery store, and they're really delicious, and they're really great plain, so they're very easy to travel with. The other thing are the mini bell peppers. Those are great because you can just eat them. Excuse me. And then you just need to make sure you have like a Ziploc baggie for the stems. And then the other thing you can do is I bought some individual little guacamoles. You can dip your snap peas or bell peppers in those, or hummus. Hummus is a good healthy fat too, along with the guacamole. So any of those things, you want to make sure you're getting a healthy fat, that you're getting some veggies. And for most of you, you can add some fruit to that. You know, as I've mentioned, I'm not doing fruit right now because I'm working on balancing out my perimenopause hormones, but normally I would also have some fruit then. And if you want to have a carb, at that time, it's best to have your carbs earlier in the day. And so one of the things that I got, I can't reach it right now, is I actually grabbed a bag of pop chips. Not something I would buy or eat at home, but in the car. First of all, it's a little bit of a treat. I got the plain with sea salt that has the least number of ingredients in it, and it has no added sugar. And so then you could add some of those. Let me warn you though, you know, Lay's says you can't eat just one. Well, with pop chips, I don't think you can even eat just 10. So eat your veggies, eat your healthy fats, and drink your shake first, then go and get some of your pop chips. And then in 4 to 6 hours, somewhere in there, we will eat again. And then we will probably eat one more time, which will just be veggies and some meat, before we will start our fasting again. So that is how you travel an intermittent fast. I will also, once we arrive and we take our food out of the car, I'll open it all up and show you guys what I brought, which is a great way to travel healthier. So here are a few things that by intermittent fasting and eating healthier when you travel does. One, you don't end up with digestive issues when you arrive where you're going. 2, you save money because you're buying your stuff at the grocery store before you leave, and you're not stopping for drive-throughs where, you know, with a family of 4, you're easily spending, you know, $25, $30 or more, right? So you're saving money. You're also eating fewer meals, so you're saving money. So you're only eating, you know, you're having your shake, your what you break your fast with, and your dinner. So there you go. And again, I'll show you what I got, what food I brought, and give it a shot. I promise. It's really not that hard. It took a little getting used to not stop and get food. But now we don't even think about it, and guess what? We get where we're going much faster. Hello, hello. So we're here. We have arrived at our destination for our trip, and so I promised that I would show you the type of foods that we packed to bring with us. So as you saw, we got up early, we got on the road, we had black coffee, we drank water. Until noon, we had a Shakeology with water, and then we met some friends for lunch, and was not the healthiest lunch, but it was delicious. And we got to see some good friends in Mississippi, and we are now in New Orleans. And so I want to show you, we've emptied all the food that we brought, and so I thought I'd walk you through that. Okay, so here's what we got here. A couple things we have are some beef jerky. This is the one that I got for me. You can see it's 100% grass-fed and gluten-free. If you are someone with a gluten sensitivity, be very careful of beef jerky, because the soy sauce that they use in beef jerky is oftentimes has gluten in it, but this is gluten-free. This one I got for my hubby because he likes the spicy. I've got my Brazil nuts to get some healthy fats if I need them. I have plenty of raw walnuts. I, of course, have my Shakeology. I have water bottles to fill so that we can carry our water bottles with us everywhere we go, so that we can save a little money on buying really expensive bottles of water. We have a bottle of water left. We'll stop at a grocery store and we'll get a case of water so as to save money and stay hydrated while we are on our trip. This is also something that I brought with me. What's cool about this is I have these, and then I brought some forks and some paper bowls. And then I brought, and you know, when you get mayo, before you open it, it doesn't have to be refrigerated, so you can travel with it pretty easily, and then you can mix up a can of that salmon and have a nice healthy little thing of salmon. And then what you can put with it is, this is my treat for the trip. I have 2 treats for the trip. This is one of them, but I bought these because they are gluten-free, non-GMO. You know, not something I eat during the week, but on a trip I will. And you can see that there are very few ingredients. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go. So very few ingredients in there, and that's one of the things you want to look for. Okay, so if you're going to splurge on a little bit of a treat when you travel or on vacation, just check the ingredients and try to stay to as few as possible. And the other really awesome thing about this mayo is that it's made with avocado oil. One of the things about mayo is it's not so much that mayo is bad, it's that the oils are bad, especially the soybean oil and the canola oil. So this one is made with avocado oil. I got it at my regular grocery store. The other thing that I brought with me, I brought some of this Kavita sparkling probiotic drink, just because when you travel, you eat out of sorts. You don't eat like you normally do, and this will help with your digestion a little bit. I've got my San Pellegrino mineral water. I got some Hole guacamole. Again, I got my husband the spicy, and I got me just the organic traditional, and they're little minis. And then one of the things that I'll eat with that is these sugar snap peas, right? These are terrific to travel with. And then I have some strawberries and cantaloupe, which my husband is eating. And then I have a little bit of flavored seltzer water. And then this is my special treat, and this is made with super nutritious Shakeology, and it is it's basically Shakeology balls, but what I did was, and yes, you can see I've had some, I flattened it out into a little bar because it's easier to travel with than the little balls. But it has 69% cocoa dark chocolate chips. It has Shakeology, it has unsweetened coconut, and it has some raw honey and some nut butter. And it is a delicious treat. It helps keep you away from the desserts. So there you go. Those are some of the foods that I brought on this trip that will keep me on track the best that I can while traveling. Nobody can stay 100% well. I suppose I shouldn't say that. I suppose you really could, but who wants to? You're traveling. Have fun. And as far as my intermittent fasting goes, I'll take it day by day. My goal will be to, skip breakfast and eat as late as I can. And then that way, no matter what happens in the evening, because you tend to go out to eat later when you travel, then I have at least fasted through the morning. So there you go, guys. That's the plan for intermittent fasting when you travel, and you adjust your own schedule to your own diet and to your own lifestyle. But there really are healthy options and healthy choices. And we never stopped once except for gas and the potty. And we never bought a single thing on the road. So saves money, saves time, saves your body. Have a blessed day.